Okay, good morning, everybody. Okay, so glad to have all of you again. All right, so today we are going to touch on grammar. I think it will be a second lesson as a revision for those who have joined Teacher Maureen's class that day. But I think it's good to do it again because some of you did not manage to join Teacher Maureen's class. Okay, but teacher changed the slide and add on new notes. Okay, so teacher will straight away share. Okay, no game. Okay, no game today. Okay, application center. Okay, will be our topic today. Okay, used to, would, be, get used to. Okay, how are we going to use this grammar? Okay, this one is not being touched at all when you are in Form 4. But Form 5, I think it's something new to you. Okay, let's have a look what this. Okay, the yellow color one is the one that teacher want to highlight. Actually, you just need to remember when there's a to, you just need to use base word. But there's another term called bare infinitive. Okay, all right. Okay, this is, can be a bare infinitive. So to is in the same category as the modal verb. Can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, do. So remember, so when you have to, just remember after that, use the base word. Or you can say bare infinitive. Okay, let's have Amza. Can you read for teacher? Just read. Okay, the rest of you.
Used to plus bare infinitive. I, you, he, she, it, we, they used to be afraid of the dark. I, you, she, are you, he, she, it, we, they didn't used to be afraid of the dark. Did you did I, you, he, she, it, when it, we, they used to be afraid of the dark?
Okay. If you know by now, CFR, they always introduce you. The first one will be the affirmative, means it's the positive and positive sentence. The second one will be called the negative. So you have the affirmative, you have the negative. And then the last one, question. They always show you the different type of writing, different type of structure. If you want to write the positive one, which is called the affirmative, and then the negative and the question. So you look here, teacher didn't separate. I normally, right, we will write there, teacher will write there he, she, it, one. Then they, we, are, another one, isn't it? But right now, to use to, basically, don't care whatever pronouns, don't care if singular or plural, say, used to be afraid of the dark. No need to change anything. Okay, then for the second one, they didn't use to be. Okay, and the next one you just need to put did first. Did who used to be afraid of the dark. All right. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right. Slowly grabs. Did you go slowly? And I hope that you can understand. Okay, go to the next one. We'll give you the explanation and the sentence example. All right, the yellow one is the explanation, and the blue color will be the sentence examples of sentences for you to see what does it mean. Okay, let's have Loretta. Can you read for teacher?
Actions that we did regularly in the past but that we don't do now. Shirley used to go running every day. Now she's too busy. States that existed in the past but that doesn't exist now. Darren used to believe in ghosts.
So when you want to talk about, bear in mind, you are using used to. Used to. So it's action that we did regularly in the past, but now don't. It's actually pronounced Cheryl. Cheryl used to go running every day. Because we always got confused with the word every day. Because when we use every day, then we'll say it's habitual. Okay, normally we will use the present, simple present, because it's every day. But then if you look at this sentence, she used to go running every day. Now she's too busy. So actually it's showing a contrast. Okay, now she's too busy. Uh, then you say used to. When you use the word used to, last time, now no more. Okay, now the next one is existed in the past, but that doesn't exist now. Exist not in the same like you boleh nampak exist. It's just that you used to have such belief or such thinking, but now you know that this one is a lie. Okay, okay. Darren used to believe in ghosts. Okay, used to. Maybe now he knows that it's not a ghost, it's a spirit or something like that. He has a better understanding of what is it. Okay, all right. So move on. Let's have Amza. Can you read for teacher?
We can often use the past simple and used to in the same way. He didn't used to watch horror films when he was little. He
Hmm.
didn't watch horror films when he was little.
Okay. All right. For those who have questions, you can always type at the chat box. Okay. Let's say you don't understand certain words. Okay, you can always type at the chat box. Okay. Now this one. We can often use the past simple and used to in the same way. If you see normally, right, you will do the past simple. You are used to using the past simple. Okay, but right now you know past simple. If you are using a sentence using past simple, maybe you can change. Why not I change it to used to instead of just past simple? Okay, it's just another way of writing. So like the first one, he didn't used to watch horror films when he was little. Okay, so you can see the word when is being used. Relative pronouns. No, not right. Relative clauses. When he was little. So this is he's not little anymore. Maybe right now he's already grown up. Okay. Then he didn't watch. This one is the past tense. He didn't watch horror. So you can change it to he didn't used to watch. Okay. It's another way of writing so that people know that you know how to use the word used to. Okay, let's go to the next one. Loretta, can you read?
However, when we talk about an action that happened at a particular time in the past, we can only use the past simple, not used to. Last month, I read a book about the Aztecs. Last
Aztec.
month,
Ah,
I used to read a book about the Aztecs.
okay, so you have to bear in mind if time is stated, like last month, yesterday, 2 days ago, when it is stated, you just have to use the past. No other choice. Just past simple. But if you use this one like that, the relative clause when, then you can use because they didn't state yesterday or today or no. There's no time stated last month, last year, no. Then you can opt for used to. Okay, but if it's already stated the particular time, then you just have to choose past simple. Okay, all right, so let's look at the next one. Something will zoom out. Then now this is wood, right? Okay, wood is same with to. Is the model verb. Can could shall should go would may might. Okay, I repeat it again and again so that you can remember. After all this model verb, please use the bare infinitive. Okay, let's have Amza. Can you read?
Used to. Would plus bare infinitive. I, you, he, she, it, we, they would sleep with the window open. I, you, he, she, it, we, they would not sleep with the window open. Would I, you, he, she, it, we, they sleep with the window open?
Okay. So again,
Madam,
the pronoun singular yes. Why?
uh, can I go to the bathroom?
Can. Your yeah. You can be excused because your face not there. Okay. So all right. So for this one, you can see that again the singular and plural not important. Everything is written in one line. Okay. Then you just write there would sleep, then not sleep, the negative one, and the question. So questions start with would. Just now the question start with did. Okay. Okay. Let's go on. All right. So only one. Okay. Can I have Loretta? Please read for teacher.
Action that we did regularly in the past, but that we don't do now. Mom would help me get dressed for school every day.
One dot only. Sorry. There's no two dot. No two dot. Okay. So this one is basically almost the same. It's just that action that you do regularly in the past, but you don't do now. All our focus right now is that something that you used to do, but now you don't. Okay. So you can actually use the word would. Now you can see there are three options. One either used to, after that you can use the simple past, or you can pick would. Okay. You can say, okay, Mom used to help me get dressed for school every day. Okay. All right. Let's look at this one. Loretta, you have to help teacher to read because I don't know when is Hamza coming back. Okay.
We cannot use would to talk about past tense. We can use it only to talk about actions. Henry loved playing with his toy aliens. Henry would love playing with his toy aliens.
Okay. If you say here, Henry would love to. If you say would love to play with it's something that he was wishing, desire to do. If the one that teacher put, if there's a two, but you just say Henry would love playing or no. Okay, definitely this is a wrong grammatically wrong. Okay, so take notes. It's action. Okay, we can use it only to talk about actions. Okay, Henry love playing with his toy aliens. Okay, we cannot talk about past state. Okay, let's look at it further. Now another one. Okay, now we move into this is totally different from just now. Just now teacher mentioned to you, right? After to, after would, can could shall should will would, you use the base word. But here you see there's a to there, isn't it? But then how come you're going with gerund and noun? Make sure where this happen, there is a be in front. Okay, there's a be in front, and then the gerund actually is ing. Remember teacher tell you ing never exists on its own. Ing always go with is, are, was, were. They are pair. They are partners. Okay? They cannot appear alone. So if you are using this be that you are looking at actually is, are, was, were. So if you want to put is, are, was, were there, make sure after to will be your ing. Or okay, please see how this is being used. All right. I this one B actually is the is, a, was, were, and it must always go with ing. This is something different from just now. So please remember about this. Okay. Is Hamza back? I think not back yet. Okay. So Loretta, can you help teacher to read?
Used to. Be used to plus gerund or noun. I am used to living in a quiet village.
Mm,
He, she, it is not used to living in a quiet village. Are
mm.
you, we, they used to living in a quiet village?
Okay, good. Now you can see, right? It's no longer I slash he slash she slash I it slash you slash and then we slash they slash, because everything now when you talk about is ours were, sorry, is ours were, they are very specific. They don't share together. They are very specific with plural and singular. If I, you only can use am, no other choice. I am, okay? And he, she, it, you only can pick is. Okay, now we are focusing on the present tense. Okay, is. And then you, we, they, you use are. Okay, so please recognize this, because just now I want Amza to read everything so that you can see when it is in a one sentence means singular and plural doesn't really affect. But when you come to be, you have the usage of be, this one take into account. Yeah, when you singular, you have to use is. If it's plural, you have to use are. I special am. So here, I am used to living. Uh, I am used to living. Okay. Then he, she, it is not used to living, which is the negative sentence. And the last one is the question. Are you used to living in the quiet village? Are we used to living in a quiet village? Or are they used to living in a quiet village? So please take note now. Okay, let's move on. Let's
Yeah,
have
I'm here.
a lot. Okay, Amza is here. Okay, Amza, can you read?
Something that is usual or familiar because we have seen or experienced it before. Detective Jones
Hmm.
is used to solving mysteries. Detective Jones is used to mysteries.
Okay. So now is, you see that is used to solving mystery. If you can use uh solving mystery, but if you also can omit it, you can just say is used to mystery. Also correct. Okay, so please take note of these two. One is solving mystery. One is used to mystery. Okay, something that this person is very familiar. Is his job, or like me that I'm teaching. The kind of thing is something that you're used to be doing it. Okay, let's go on. Now another one will zoom up. Ding. All right, this one again is the same, but it's not be now. It's get. Just now be, right? Be is using is ours were, right? Teacher mentioned to you, and it will go with the gerund, which is the ing. And this one again is a get. All right, now it's more complicated. It will be, let's have Loretta to read this one before I explain.
Used to. Get used to plus gerund or noun. I am getting
Uh,
used to living in a castle. He, she,
hmm,
it is not getting used to living in a castle. Are you, we, they getting used to living in a castle?
all right. So you see, the M still appear, but getting is there. Okay, this getting actually is a process. It's something like when we were talking about simple present, and simple past and past, no, past simple and past progressive, the continuous ing. Okay, this one is a process getting. I am getting used to living in a castle. I think right now you all are getting used to studying online, something like that. It's not a very normal thing to study online, but you all now are getting used to studying online, because now for the past few months, since January, now already March, right? For 3 months, you're already getting used. It's not a norm, but you're getting used to studying online. Okay? All right. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Then the second one is the negative. He, she, it is not getting used to living in a castle. Okay, I think some of you also not getting used to studying online. Okay, because either your screen too small, your internet connection too bad, you cannot even listen, you cannot even type, you cannot even participate. Okay, then the other one, the question, are you, we, they getting used to living in a castle? So by now you can see all the highlighted one, right? Whenever you ask question, then the B will be in front. The is ours will, the BR. or depending on the pronoun. If the pronoun is he, she, it, you start with the is. If you start with I, no, I also you cannot say am I, or am I getting used? Yeah, am I getting used to living in the castle? Okay, all right. So this is the way to ask question. Okay, so let's go to the practice. Oh no, haven't. Can you? I have Amza. Please read for teacher.
The process of something becoming familiar because we often see or experience it, rather than the state or situation of already being used to something. I found
Hmm.
it hard at first, but I'm getting used to eating a low-fat diet. I found it
Hmm.
hard at first, but I'm getting used to low-fat diet.
Low fat food. Okay, so you see, right? Again, the two here you can omit the word eating because it's like understood. Low fat diet is something that you eat. There you can omit. Like just now that also they omit the solving. One is solving mystery. One is just used to mysteries. Okay, so you can omit the gerund at the back. Okay, so this is a process. So keep in mind this is a process. Right now it's a process. You are getting used to it. Okay, you are not used to it yet. It's not our norm doing things like that. Okay, so okay, let's have Loretta, please read this.
Unlike used to and would, be or get used to can be used in a number of different tenses. The
Hmm.
archaeologists were used to working in difficult conditions. She's
Hmm.
getting used to speaking the new language. She will
Hmm.
get used to speaking the new language.
Okay, so this one for be get used to you can use in the different tenses. Just now the one used to is the past used to. Okay, like used to when he was young. Rude. Okay, that one my mom would dress me up every day when I go to school last time. Okay, so all this will be the past for used to and would. But be get used to can be both. All right, can be in different tenses. Like the first one, the archaeologists are used to working in difficult conditions, which means still. Or you can say the archaeologists were used to working in difficult conditions. This will be in the past, depending on the context, depending on the story. Okay, then the second one, she's getting used to speaking the new language. You can say like that, but most of you will use the other one. She will get used to speaking the new language. This one you need to be careful for the second sentence because when teacher teach you, teacher approach is that after two base word. So I think most of you already have that practice. After two base word. But for this one, it's exceptional because of the word get used to. With the word get, make sure you use the gerund. Alright, the gerund is speaking. Will get used to speaking. Okay, please take note now. The get there is now playing a major role. Get used to. Uh, so when if it's just used to without the word get, yes, it's still a bare infinitive. But with the word get or with the be, it means is ours were, then it will be the gerund. Okay, okay. Make sure you remember this. Okay, now let's go to the question. All right, see how many of you actually can grasp it. Okay, all right. The noise doesn't bother me anymore. Hmm. Which one do you think? Is the getting used to or be used to? Which one are you going to choose? Can you type your answer at the chat box? All right, maybe you can say okay, just make it A or B. Okay, the first one A will be I'm getting used to. B I'm used to. Just like A or B. Which one you want? A or B? Can you type at the chat box? I want to see how many of you actually understand today's lesson. Okay? The noise doesn't bother me anymore. Hmm. Okay, the noise doesn't bother me anymore. Which one? Is it a I'm getting used to it, or a B, I'm used to it? Come on, type your answer at the chat box, all of you. Silvana, Pretty, Aileen, is Akma all here? I want to know who's here. Okay, all of you, please type is A or B. A, I'm getting used to. B, I'm used to. Which one is the answer? Come on, come on, come on. Type your answer, please. Come on, come on. Type your answer. Then I will know who is with teacher now. Because the one that is listed only 4. Clarissa, Evelyn, Silvana, Pretty, and I need 5. 5 of you. Okay? Okay. Teacher will be 6. Hamza 7, 8. Okay? Alright, come on. Please type your answer. A or B. Before teacher reveal the answer. No point I teach, but I do not know whether you're able to understand it or not. Come on, A or B. Oh, my line too slow. Okay, I refresh to make sure that I'm receiving the answer. Ah, yeah, a lot of people type A. Akmal say A. Grace is here. Good. So glad to have you, Grace. Kamodi is here as well. Good. Okay, Adil also say A. The answer is I'm used to it. Okay, the keyword is because it doesn't bother me anymore. It means like it's not a process anymore. Before this, I'm getting used to the noise, but now I'm used to it. The noise doesn't bother me anymore. I'm used to it. Already finished the process already. Okay, the answer is B, class. It's already doesn't bother me anymore. So I'm used to it. Okay, let's have number 2. Okay, now mine. It's our first try. Hello, Winnie friend. Glad to have you all. Okay, now number 2. My grandmother live in, is it used to live or would live in a small cottage with no electricity when she was first married. So you have the clause, relative clause when. So which one? When. And then teacher have remind you that would is something to do with action, cannot relate to the state, that state of time. Cannot. Yes, so which one? A or B? Okay, winning Fred. A to A. Yeah, better right to A. Okay, yes, pretty A to A. I think most of you choose to A. Come on, come on, come on. Kamadi, what's your answer? Yes, Kamadi also choose A. Akma is here, Aini is here. Nabila, I have not seen her. Is Nabila with someone together online? Sometimes it's written there with together. Okay, Aini. Alright, Silvana. Okay, Rayyan not here. Suddenly Rayyan will appear. Okay, Jessa have not been following teacher's class for very long. Okay, so used to live. I think all of you correct. Very good. So 1 point for this. Okay, let's go to the next one. Please, could you pass me the sugar? Ah, now which one? Is it the B? B used to? With the gerund drinking, or just used to? A or B? Okay, 3B, 3B. Okay, Pretty also say 3B. Yes, some more the rest of you, 3 what? Deep thought. Which one? Evelyn said B. Kelmody said B. Alright, I'm so glad Kelmody's Wi-Fi is fixed. Okay, Winifred also said B. I need also say B. Well, all of you same mind. Oh, B, Ding, 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 ding. The answer is I'm not used to drinking. Okay, please, could you pass me the sugar? Because he mentioned like, please, could you pass me the sugar? I'm not used to drinking tea without it, and it tastes horrible. Okay, I'm not used to drinking. That's why he want the sugar. Okay, all right, let's move on. All right, number 4. Okay, how about number 4? Okay, is it A or B? Would play or play? This one is both past. All right. One is supposed to be an action, and it doesn't describe the state. Mark with his toy monster for hours when he was a boy. When he was a boy. A or B? 4B. 4A. Oh, okay. Adi also say 4A. Alright. Some more the rest. Kenny is here. Okay, good. Okay, I'm waiting for when is Simeon going to appear. Okay, Loretta also returned 4A. Evelyn. Okay. Then after that, Raylan and Andreas also. At the end of 5 minutes, they will appear. Okay. Okay, 4A. Yes. I think all of you got it. Yes. Would play. Unless you say Mark used to play. Used to play. Okay. Cannot be simple past. Okay, let's go to the next one. 5. Jamie, what? Never played or didn't used to play with the other children who live in his neighborhood. His mother won't let him. Okay, you have another relative clause here who lived in his neighborhood. And then there's a dash. His mother won't allow him. Okay, so number 5. What's the answer? Is it never played or didn't used to play? Which one? Ha ha ha. Number 5. Yes. What's the answer? Anyone answered? I need to refresh again. There's no answer. Still no answer. Yes? Which one? A or B? Hey, none of you answered. Okay, can you answer? A. Okay, we found all answered A. Okay, all right. Sorry. This one Mark played. Okay, yeah, this one, sorry, yeah. This one, both are acceptable. Sorry. I think this one also both acceptable. Both acceptable. Jamie never played with the other children who lived in his neighborhood, and Jamie didn't used to play with the other children who lived. Both accepted. Both answered correct. Alright, both answers correct, huh? Okay, how about number 6? Alright, I forgot. These are both answers correct. How about the next one? How did you spend your summer holiday? Or how did you used to spend your summer holiday? Okay, you can type if you think both also can. You can type A and B, or you can just type A, or you can type B, or you take A or B. A and B. You think both also accepted? Okay, or you say A. How did you spend your summer holiday? Okay, Loretta also A. Okay, any more? Savannah, want to put Ainin, Akmal? All right. Again, both accepted. Okay, both accepted. Okay, for this one, both correct. Okay, let's go to the next one. I think that will be the last two for this session, and then teacher will go on to another one. Okay, this one, 7. Carmen was always listening, or Carmen would always listen very carefully to the teacher. 6. Or both. Savannah say both. Okay. How about number 7? Kamaji also say A. Both accepted, number 6. Number 7? Okay, I'm still waiting. Will Raylan appeared? Will Wei appeared? Okay, Raylan for a very long time didn't appear already. I don't know what happened to Nabila. Okay. Okay. Unit Fred is here. Okay, come on. For number 7. Which one? Is it both? 7B. I just say 7B. Carmen would always listen very carefully to the teacher. Alright, everybody follow suit. Okay? Yes, would always listen. I didn't circle the other part. Okay, number 8. No, Clarissa also say B. Okay, so all B correct. So number 8, who used to do or who would do when you were a child? You were a child. Okay, if you think both, you can write both. If you think A, you write A. If you think B, you write B. Right? I think so far there are 2 questions that all of you answered correct, wrongly. Only 2 out of 8. Okay. Yes. Number 8. What's the answer? A, B, or both? Pretty say both. Amza say both. Okay. Yes. Any more? Pretty and Amza? Yes. Some more? Hmm. Okay. Savannah say B. I mean say both. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, just type so that teacher know. Can you say B? Alright. Some more? Akma. Akma. Loretta. Evelyn already said both. Kelmudi haven't answered yet. Oh, Kelmudi said B. Clarissa said both. Okay, let's look. Okay, see, there's another one. Yeah. Okay, both. Huh? Who used to do the cooking or who would do the cooking when you were a child? Both accepted. So you can see, used to and would, you can, is interchangeable. You can use either one. All right. Okay, all right. Now, we're going to go through this strange habit of famous people. When you talk about habit, this one is all these famous people, some already passed on. Okay. Okay, I'm sure. Okay, let's have Amza, can you read? I'm sure. Amza,
I'm
are you
sure
there?
you've heard of Albert Einstein, Jane Austen, and other famous scientists and artists. But did you know that many of these great men and women had strange habits? Read on to find out more.
Yeah. Okay, all this Albert Einstein, Jane Austen, they are all the great writer and famous scientists and artists. Okay. Then you will see. You're going to see what this. Hey, why got answer there? Okay. All right. This one. When he was a child, Blaise Pascal. Pascal is the one that if you are learning science, Pascal is one of the unit PA. Pascal. You just write that PA. The famous French mathematician. Okay. Physics or Pascal. Mathematician. But I think for your level, your maths don't have this unit. Okay. All right. His calculations on the wall with a piece of coal. Okay. I will review the answer, the first answer. So you just add the word used to. Okay. It's a past habit. When he was a child. When he was a child. Maybe this past Blaise Pascal as he grow up. Uh, all right. Maybe now he dead already. Okay. So he didn't write on the wall anymore. Okay, with a piece of coal, coal is the what do you call it, arang. Okay, let's have the next one. These are Leonardo da Vinci. You know what, this is all the secret reveals to you. Okay, how are you going to write not sleep? Can you type at the chat box? Try. Leonardo da Vinci, how are you going to apply the one that you have just used? Is it would, used to, be used to, or get used to? Ah, okay. Right for the first one and the second and the third. Tick. Okay, before I reveal the answers. Okay, can you type at the chat box? Try. Alright, try and type at the chat box. How are you going to answer this? Not sleep. Okay, just now this is the negative sentence. Leonardo da Vinci, what? He, this is the past habit, class. This is all the past habit. But answer not. Nobody type any answer. Or wait for my answers. Yeah, I refresh. See, got answer. Still no answer. Come on. Amza, I want to try. Amza can unmute. Amza, you want to try? Leonardo da Vinci, what? Is Amza there? So quiet. Yes, Amza?
Leonardo da Vinci
Mm.
did not
What?
sleep for 8 hours
Okay.
a
A
night.
night. Okay, he?
He would take small naps throughout the day.
Okay, let's review. Alright, you said did not, right? You said did not sleep. So just say didn't used to sleep because used to it shows past habit. Just put the word used to if it's a past habit. So Leonardo da Vinci didn't used to sleep for 8 hours a night. He used to take small snap. You said he would take small nap. I think acceptable also. Okay, let's go to the next one. Pablo Picasso. Okay, Pablo is another one. I think he can draw very well. Pablo Picasso. I think Picasso. You know the word Picasso, right? Just now the one is Leonardo da Vinci. So it's Picasso. Okay, Pablo Picasso. Okay, so what will you put for this? Or can you retract the message? No, mine is okay. You can just type your answer there. Okay. All right, all of you. Already one been shown. Just now two. So can you help to put this one? Draw. How you gonna put for this one? Pablo Picasso went to school when he was a boy. It definitely shows when he was a boy, but he didn't pay attention in lessons. He he what? He used to draw. Okay, he used to draw. He used to draw and paint. Exactly. Congratulations to Pretty, Evelyn, and Loretta for trying. All correct. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one, Victor Hugo, who wrote Les Miserables. Okay, two raw eggs for breakfast every day. So how are you going to do this? Who wrote? That one is within comma, so it's a non-defining relative clause. Yes. Okay, very good. All of you actually gave the answer. Clarissa, Simona, Akma, and Winifred as well. Good, all correct. So how about this one? Eat. Victor Hugo used to eat. Okay. Not hard, right? I think as you go, you will know how to use this already. It's a past habit. Now, Albert Einstein. All the secret reveal. Albert Einstein not wear socks, and he was famous for his untidy appearance. Indeed, I think all the photographs that you can see in your science book. Okay, his hair is pretty messy. Okay, he's famous for his untidy appearance. Okay, yes. Now how about socks? Okay, Clarissa and Silvana also have written. Okay, yes. Kamadi, please write. So today, Rayan, Raylan, and Andreas didn't appear. Still sleeping. Come on. Albert Einstein, what? Now you're using the word not. is a negative sentence. Is a negative sentence. Yes. Amza, want to try again with the negative sentence? Amza, can you read the answer? What do you think is the answer? Is negative again.
Yes. Albert Einstein.
Yes, cannot really hear. Albert Einstein. Yes,
Used
yes, yes. Albert.
not
Use not.
used
Use not
to
where.
not
Used to not wear.
used to not wearing socks,
Okay. And he was.
and he was famous for his untidy appearance.
Okay, let's have Loretta because until now nobody typed his answer. Okay, Loretta, what do you think? To Amza, he said used to not wearing socks. Used to not wearing socks. How about you? How you gonna answer? Albert Einstein, what?
Didn't used to wear.
Didn't used to wear socks. Okay, let's have a look. Nobody want to type the answer. Yes, didn't used to wear. Okay, it's the same pattern. Okay, not used to not wearing socks. We actually will speak like that. Used to not wearing socks. But actually, the actual way of writing, Albert Einstein didn't used to wear socks. Uh, didn't used to wear socks. Okay, let's move on. Do I have another one? Oh, yes. Okay, another one. Before we end our class, I think this is the last. Okay, this one. Jane Austen, the author of Pride and Prejudice. I think none of you actually read this book, Pride and Prejudice. This one used to be a very famous book. Okay, it's just like I think your generation now is like Harry Potter, all those like everybody knows. Okay, yeah, Pride and Prejudice. Last time is really a very famous book that we normally use. I have one at home at my dad's house, not here in Maruti. Pride and Prejudice. Okay, but I think the library have it. Maruti Library. I saw it at the library. Okay, you can go and find it out, but most probably you won't be interested to read. Okay, yes. So what's the answer? Okay, still used to eat. Come on. Hate and write. Okay, I refresh again. Yes. I nobody write. Oh yeah. Loretta already written. Used to hate. Used to write. Mm. So Jane Austen, the author. Yeah, would hate. Would hate. Used to write. Okay. Used to hate. Would hate. Okay, remember there's one thing is mentioned here. Would have to go with action. It cannot be a state. Hate is uh, a state. Okay, not an action. Okay, she would write on yes, would write can because writing is action. Just like just now that one would play. Okay. Mm. So just take note of that. Okay, that's all that for today's lesson. Would hate use right. Again, I repeat, hate is a state. It's an emotion like like, hate, enjoy, prefer. Okay, those are state and not action. Would go with action like play, write, do. Okay, so for today's activity, for today's homework, teacher will snapshot uh especially this one. The this one. I'm sure you've heard of Albert Einstein. So I want you to copy this one, all the weird weird habits, strange habits of these famous people, and then I want you to fill in the answer. All right, only this one. Write in your what? I think all of you only have one book, right? So just write in one of the English book. Okay, don't care like it's grammar or what. When you come back, then only teacher will assign you one grammar book, one writing book. Okay, actually we have two books. One is grammar, one is writing. Okay, of course the other one will slash with speaking as well as listening. Uh, okay. Okay, so that's all for today's lesson. Okay, we have completed everything for today's lesson. So teacher will snapshot and send it to your group. Okay, escape first. All right, so thank you. Teacher would like to thank you all of you for being with teacher. So until the end also, Raylan didn't appear. Raylan, okay, I hope that they will look at the message later in the class message and do the activity. So that's all today. Thank you very much. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.